Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Nobel Peace Prize winning scientist Caleb Laskowski.
Thank you, please, with your applause. Thank you. Hold them. Thank you. I love you. Shut up. Tonight, we have a very special show for you. Tonight, we will be talking about the properties of matter. I know, children, very exciting, very exciting. So, let us get started. To understand the properties of matter, we first have to know what matter is. Do we have a guess from the audience? Anybody? Yes, you young sir.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Matter is the substance, or substances, of which any physical object consists, or is composed of. For example, this banana. Or these socks. Or this cologne. Ravishing. Matter is everything that is anything. I'm matter. This tie's matter. You are matter, young ma'am in the front row. Your daddy sitting right next to you, he is matter too. It's all matter. Everything is made up of matter. Swear to gosh, everything is. So, now that we do know what matter is, let's look at a few examples of the properties of matter.
Here we're going to explain the boiling point. We have a pan, and we are going to fill it up with water and place it on the stove so that we can boil it. Here we have the pan in the sink, and we are filling it with cool water, not hot, cold, so we can see the difference. See, it's not burning my hand at all. It's cold. And we're going to get just enough water in there so that you can see the boiling. I'd say that's enough. So now that we have our water, we're going to take it over to the stove. Pick it up carefully, we don't want to spill it. Place it on the stove. Turn the temperature up about halfway to 6. We see that it's now on the stove, and we're going to watch it and wait for it to boil. The stove is hot, which will cause it to boil. About 10 minutes later, we come back to see that the water is boiling. See the bubbles forming on top, and we try and feel it, and the water is hot, unlike before when it was cold. So the heat caused the water to get hot and boil, so we're going to turn it off. And the boiling water is fogging up the camera. That's what happens. So we move it away, and you can see that the boiling goes away. Here we are going to show you the freezing point. We have an ice tray here that we are filling up with water, and when we are done, we are going to place it into the freezer, and then we are going to come back later and find that the water that we have put into the tray has turned into ice. So we have our tray, and we are walking over to the freezer. Gotta set it down so that we can open the freezer. Freezer is open. We grab the tray and simply put it into the freezer and then wait. We'll come back later, see that the water will be frozen. We return to find that the water has indeed turned into ice, as you can see. We'll take it over and get a better look. The water is frozen, it is ice. Can't come out, won't spill out. Take a piece out, and it fell to the floor. But it did skid, meaning that it has formed into a solid and is ice. In this example, we are displaying the melting point. We have a piece of ice, and we have sped up a video of it melting to show you how the solid turns into a liquid. As you can see in the bowl, you can see more and more water form, so the ice gets smaller. In this example, we are simply just showing you color. Marks that are made on a piece of paper by different markers. It's a property of matter, showing the color on the paper. Though it may be hard to grasp what we're trying to show here, odor is another property of matter, and we're spraying some colognes to show that different smells come from different objects and different products.
What you just saw, color, odor, the boiling point, the melting point, the freezing point. You just saw all of those in examples on this very show. Now, that is not the limit. That's not even close. Conductivity, luster, ductivity, weight, mass, volume. There are so many examples of the properties of matter just waiting for you to go out there and explore. They want you to. They want you to find out. You need to educate yourself. All of you need to educate yourself. This world is a beautiful place, and the properties of matter display it. They display it. They everywhere. You think about that. Think about that. Okay? Okay. Well, sadly, our time is up for this week. I'm gonna cry. But please, join us next week when we talk about magnetism. We're going to talk about it, and it's going to be fine. Push and pull and all that. With special guest star Brad Pitt. He's into magnets, I guess. I don't know, but he agreed to be on our show. So I hope that you join us. Because Caleb, the Caleb is a Scientist show, is the greatest show you will ever see. Please drive safely on your way home. Don't forget, I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay. Fix that. I'll get straight again. Let's see.